I hope you've all tars learned your lesson over the last couple of weeks. Come around, run your mouth. You just got absolutely embarrassed. You just got absolutely embarrassed and humiliated. This game was never competitive. This game was never in question, was never in doubt. Tennessee never had a chance to win this game. They didn't have a chance to win this game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. They didn't have a chance to win it yesterday. You guys just got bent over and raw dogged for 4 quarters by the best team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. Stetson Bennett outplayed Hendon Hooker. There's no denying that. That's just a fact. Stetson Bennett had a higher completion percentage. He had more yards. He had 2 touchdowns and no turnovers. Hendon Ho sacked 8, 9 times. Couldn't complete any passes. Under 200 yards passing. No touchdown passes. Georgia's wide receivers outplayed Tennessee wide receivers. Tennessee had exactly 1 big play in this game, and it was in the fourth quarter when the game was already over and it didn't even count. Jalen Hyatt had a, whatever it was, 30 or 40 yard pass down the seam and tackled at the 10-yard line. And that was the Tennessee scored on a rushing touchdown a couple of plays later. Outside of that, there wasn't shit you could do to Georgia. And going on 5, 6 years now, there ain't shit you can do to me either, because I own you. I own you. Georgia owns your football team, and I own your football team's fans, you. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. And it's not just that Tennessee lost this game. There isn't a single thing, not one, that Tennessee fans said heading into this game that was even close to being true or accurate. Nothing. Georgia ain't got no offense. I told you that wasn't true. You found out today that's not true. You couldn't run the ball. You ran for less than 100 yards. I told you, no one has run the ball on Georgia in 5 years. You weren't going to show up and do it today. You ran for less than 100 yards. Less than 100. Stetson Bennett's going to be running for his life. He's going to spend half the game on his back. You sacked him 0 times. None. You sacked him 0 times. Georgia doubled you up in rushing yards. This game was never a contest. Ever. Ever. You got out-coached. You got out-schemed. You got outplayed. And you damn sure got out-YouTubed. All these rinky-dink, Johnny-come-lately, Tennessee Vol YouTube people all look like a bunch of fucking fools. Every last one of them. All of them. Disrespectful to Georgia all week long. What a bunch of dumb shit. Georgia ain't got no offense. Georgia ain't played nobody. Strength of schedule. Strength of schedule doesn't win you a game. Ain't a person alive. There ain't a team ever in the history of any sport that's ever won or lost a game because of strength of schedule. The hell is wrong with you? Yeah, you beat Alabama at home 3 weeks ago. Why? They committed 17 penalties. They missed a game-winning field goal. They couldn't cover Jalen Hyatt. It was at home for you, which is a huge advantage. None of those things applied to this game. And if you play Bama again, which you're not, because you just lost today, none of those things would apply against Bama again either. Would y'all have 6 or 7 false starts today? Multiple illegal procedures and illegal formations on offense? All these Tennessee people, the Georgia crowd's not going to matter. Tennessee's used to playing in front of a bunch of people. What? See, this is what happens when you get a bunch of people that show up. They don't know anything about college football because they haven't watched it since the late 90s. The idea that you idiots really thought that Georgia's home environment would have no impact or effect on Tennessee was probably the single dumbest thing y'all said and did all week. There's no way you've paid attention to college football for more than 5 minutes and think that home field advantage doesn't matter, especially in a game of this magnitude. What is wrong with you? You know, I know fan is short for fanatic. And by definition, fanatics don't have to make a lot of sense. But the delusion level that you people were suffering from was just through the roof. I mean, keep typing about Kent State and Mizzou. Guess what? They scored more points than you did. By your own logic, they're better than you. Kent State and Mizzou are better than Tennessee, according to Tennessee fans. You guys got lucky that you scored the one damn touchdown you did at the end of the game. Best offense. We're 2019 LSU. Georgia can't beat a real offense, woo. Georgia's won 98% of its games over the last 5 years, but somehow you think they don't have any wins over good offenses? Here's what you don't understand. Well, you might understand it now. There's not really any such thing as a good offense against UGA. Because here's the sad truth. Tennessee is a good team. They do have a good offense. Those are two things that I have been saying for months. Here's some more truth. Your defense is a fucking train wreck. It's a goddamn disaster. Your defense is horrible. I have been telling you that. Other people have been telling you that. It's just true. You need to field a full football team, not half of one. You're a watered-down version of every Oklahoma team Lincoln Riley ever had. The difference is Lincoln Riley played in the Big 12. He could get to the playoffs. You play in the SEC East. You can't. Oh, we can still make the playoffs, woo. Yeah, well, now you got to start rooting for TCU to lose, Clemson to lose. You need Ohio State or Michigan to lose. Good luck. Good luck. Oregon might get in over you. Sorry. It was raining, woo. Y'all gonna turn into Ohio State fans and start talking about the fucking weather? Tennessee's a running team. What does the rain matter? It's raining? That's why you ran for 80 yards? Was it not raining for Stetson Bennett? The better team won. Georgia is infinitely better than you. This isn't a Tennessee-Alabama situation. Some kind of close win at the end, a back and forth game. The better team came out and dominated you from the word go. Now, most of the people that I'm talking to aren't going to see this video for reasons I've explained in previous videos. This group of degenerates is going to disappear off the internet so fast it'll make your head spin. These people, none of these people were around a month ago. None of them. Not a single damn one. The majority of these Tennessee video makers weren't around a year ago. What? They just popped up out of the blue? Decided to start making a YouTube videos? No, they're fair weather fans. They weren't on here in 2018 when Tennessee was in the toilet. They weren't on here in 2021. But yet, here they are. They got 1 million live streams. Talking about Georgia's going to lose by 50. Tennessee's going to score 50 today. Georgia's got no chance. Georgia doesn't know what they're walking into. Georgia's got no offense. Georgia ain't played nobody. Strength of schedule. Georgia's defensive numbers are only good because they've played bad offenses. You're 8, 9, 10 weeks into the season, you fucking moron. Everybody has played some good teams and some bad teams. The fuck is wrong with you? This is what I'm saying. You fucking idiots haven't been paying attention to college football since Titanic was #1 in the box office. And you show up and just with all this fucking dumb shit. You guys must have a closet full of these wireless fucking keyboards and carry them with you everywhere you go. You're probably sitting in the goddamn shitter right now, drooling into one of these in my comment section about, well, if it wouldn't have rained, well, if we would have played in Neyland, well, if this, well, if that, well, if we had to play you again, well, what about you? But we beat Bama, woo. Suck on my fucking nuts.